Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So I'm Lara if you're new here, and I'm going to be doing a video all about how to stick to your no spend period, how to be motivated when it comes to saving money, and just my kind of general tips for being more intentional with your spending and just being a little bit more grown up, sensible, good with money. So hopefully if you are struggling, if you're doing a no spend year or month or period, it can be a weekend. It doesn't have to be a massive long period like I did back in 2019, which feels like last year, but it was actually 2 years ago where I did a whole year of not spending on anything non-essential, and then 2020 I did a low spend year. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my journey and yeah, just hopefully give you some motivation, because I know I get so many messages from people saying I've failed, I'm a terrible person, I've not done this, I'm just gonna start again next month. Guys, this is not a punishment. You shouldn't be feeling like you have failed if you have not done your own personal no spend period. That is not what it's about. So hopefully this video is going to give you some lovely motivation and some tips for keeping going if that is what you're trying to do at the moment. Let's get into it. So people do no spend periods for completely different reasons. It could be that you want to get out of debt. It could be that you have something big to save for. It could be that you just want to be more intentional and mindful with your spending. You might need to reset your spending habits. After Christmas, I did one in January because I'd got into kind of a habit of like buying presents and buying nice food and drinks. Obviously we weren't going anywhere, but still I needed to just check in with my spending habits and just make sure I was intentionally spending. And I think for me, this key feeling and result of my no buy year is that I've come away with such an intentional mindset. I will still spend money, and I'll talk about my journey in a bit, but I will still buy things that I enjoy, that make me feel good, that are experiences with my family, that make my life easier, because I know that I have intentionally spent that money. I have done it with intent. I've not just done it on a whim. And if you get anything from this, then obviously you'll get the money, but also those habits as well. So one of the key tips I would give you is to time it right. You don't want to be starting your no spend period at the beginning of, say, December when you have got, in a normal life, loads of work events or drinks, or you know, you're buying outfits for special things. I mean, you're buying Christmas presents. It's probably not the best time to start it. However, it doesn't mean to say you can't start it and then plan for those events. So it's just about not starting it and then feeling like a failure immediately because you've got your birthday coming up and you or your boyfriend, husband's, partner's birthday coming up and you want to buy them a present. Just time it right, otherwise you're going to feel like a failure from the beginning. And that word failure, I hate it, because you're not failing, you're just, like I said in one of my videos recently, if you do this and you spend and you have buyer's remorse or regret, draw a line under it. Don't go feeling like you have, you know, that burden of financial worry that we all carry around for the most part, that you don't want to add to then that feeling of feeling like you failed as well. So don't treat it as a punishment, as I said, just treat it as a journey and a learning experience. The next thing is to set your rules. I have done a whole video on my no buy rules. I'll leave it linked in the description bar for you, but set your own personal rules, and these are for you, these aren't for anybody else. So if you choose, if going out for dinner normally, or say buying a coffee out is something that you look forward to every single week, or having a takeaway, then allow yourself that. Maybe scale it back and don't do it every week, maybe once a month, once every 2 weeks. This is your rules, this is your challenge, so don't do it for other people. You have to have these rules actually that are going to work for you. So I don't really ever go out for dinner, although I'm really missing it at the moment because we aren't allowed to do it. I don't buy coffees out, I don't really get my hair done, I don't get treatments, I don't get these things anyway. So for me it wasn't like don't go out for dinner because I'm not doing that anyway. So it was more like, if I do choose to go out for dinner, do it because you want to see your friends and be sociable and not miss out, but maybe don't buy a starter or dessert and cocktails, just go for the main. It's just about creating your rules that are actually going to fit your lifestyle. The next big one is set your goal. Have it big on the fridge, on your phone lock screen, wherever it might be that you see it every day. We did a chart which we put on the fridge, and it was our goal, our money that we wanted to save for our house deposit, and it kept us going. You've got to have a visual stimulus that's going to keep you going and keep reminding you while you're going through this and putting yourself through this. So have that on your fridge or somewhere that you can see it every day, and actually celebrate the little wins as well. If you get to a milestone, celebrate that. And there will be some budgeting documents coming very soon to my website, Lara, Joanna, Jarvis, where I'm going to be sharing some free printables for debt tracker, for spending tracker, for budgeting, and all of my kind of documents that I use myself. They'll be coming very soon. There are some on there already, but there'll be some more coming to you guys soon, so check that out over the website. But just have it somewhere that you can track it and that you can feel good when you actually reach a milestone. The next thing is to do something with all this time that you're going to have, because it can easily lead to boredom spending or needing something to do spending. So I'm really delighted that this very, very quick section of this video is sponsored by Skillshare, because I have been using Skillshare for about 2 years now and I absolutely love it. It's an online learning tool, it's a community, and it basically has got so many videos on there for whether you want to learn to cook or learn to take photos or learn to edit videos, make macrame displays for your bedroom, make candles, or learn to copyright or write a book. I have been doing loads of courses around video editing and graphics. You might notice that I've got things on the screen coming up. So it's a community where you can learn something, and actually doing something like that, the courses are less than 60 minutes, most of them, just something like that every week, in place of spending money on something that's not actually going to bring you much joy or value to your life, actually upskill and give you something that you didn't have at the beginning of the month. And in fact, the first 1,000 people that use my link in the description bar will get a free trial to Skillshare Premium membership. So I'll leave it linked for you in the description bar. So it's a really good way of using your time to actually do something really positive, which I absolutely love. The next tip is to tell people, guys. This is something that you're going to need support with, especially if you were going hard like we are. I had to tell people, like my friends, and it's not necessarily that like people would get it as much. Maybe you can join my Facebook group, it's free, it's Budget Best Life, and actually it's like-minded people in there that when you say that you are debt free, we all cheer for you. We are in your corner. If you've saved up for something, or you've got your house deposit or bought a house, we're there to support you. So surround yourself with people that get it and that are going to support you through it, because it's really hard if you don't kind of open up about it. It's just really nice to have people that get it and that can support you in your journey. Keep picturing your why. When you're lacking motivation, I always say, is that takeaway going to be an extra week, 2 week to get to your goal, and is it actually worth it if you quantify it in that way? I'm not saying don't have fun, because definitely we need to have fun, especially at the moment where things are a little bit bleak for a lot of people. You don't want to take away all of that, but it's really quantifying it, or actually how long do you have to work extra to get to your goal, because you've gone and had a takeaway, bought a new outfit, bought new candles, got your hair done, whatever. So actually it's quantifying the money as a thing, as a time frame to get you to your goal. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, I would really, really love it if you would like to subscribe to my channel. I feel so privileged that I can reach more and more people with this message, I guess, and inspiration. So it would really, really support me and help me if you would like to subscribe to the channel, and of course like the video as well. It just boosts it so more people can find it, and that really, really helps me to keep making lovely videos for you. Another key one is to recognize your feelings when something arrives that you've bought. So often we might kind of impulse purchase something, and you can kind of come away feeling really, when it arrives you think, oh well, like the endorphins, the dopamine hit when you press buy, that's gone like that. And maybe when it turns up, if you're buying a lot of things, then maybe it turns up and you're just like, oh cool, that's nice, and then it doesn't give you anything. So really recognize those feelings, and that will then in turn help you to make really good buying decisions. Like obviously with something like Skillshare, it's a free trial anyway, but if you're actually buying something that's really going to elevate your skills or teach you something, or give you, or buy a candle that you haven't bought for a year, that feels so good. Going out for a coffee when you don't ever do it feels really good, but when you're doing it all the time, it actually doesn't really make you feel that good. So just recognize those things and buy with intent and purpose. Next one is to plan. Nothing makes you spend money like not being organized. Honestly, like think of going out for a day out in the summer. You go out without organizing any food to take with you, coffee, anything like that. You've then spent £20 just for going out when you could have just packed a picnic, or meal planning your meals for the week instead of having to grab a takeaway because you've got nothing in the house. Planning is so key to sticking to a no spend period and just being organised. That's why my planning documents will be so helpful, hopefully, just to keep you organised and on the straight and narrow. It's not forever, you guys. It might feel like it at the moment, but this isn't forever. You will be able to be free once again to do as you will, but the mindset and the behaviours will stay with you, because honestly, when you start realising how much stuff we have that we don't need, it's quite kind of shocking in a way that really makes you think twice about buying things, and making sure that when you do buy things is actually because you need it or is going to really bring value to your life. Next is to find free alternatives, such as getting things on Marketplace or doing free exercise courses online, or YouTube videos, free cooking classes. There's so many things you can actually get free, and I've done a whole video on that as well, which I'll try and remember to link, but there's a budgeting playlist in the description. You'll be able to find all of my videos there, from no spend to how to save money to what to get for free. There's loads of content here, so hopefully that will help inspire you too. Next is to take stock. You have got so many things already. You can shop your wardrobe when you are going out for a meal, or you can borrow, and of course you can upcycle as well. Change your furniture, make it into something new from something old. Really important as well to budget, so you can see exactly what's coming in, exactly what's going out, and what is left afterwards as well. Money, earning money is great, but it's actually what you have left at the end of the month that it really makes a difference. And minimize as well. I've done loads of videos on minimalism, and I'm currently doing a declutter challenge, 10 things with me. I need to do my next one. I haven't done one this week, so let me know what you'd like me to declutter next. But declutter, because it actually makes you realize how much stuff you have, and actually reusing things that you didn't know that you had in the back of the wardrobe. It's great to actually find things through minimalism and actually simplify your life almost. So just keep picturing your why, and that will keep you motivated, hopefully. It's a big challenge, and it can be really difficult and lonely. That's why the group on Facebook, Budget Best Life, is so great, because if you are feeling lonely, it's great to just check in with people that are doing it and having the same mindset as you. But it's just keep in mind what is at the end of this journey. For us, it's the house, and if we ever find a house in this situation that is the UK housing market at the moment, then hopefully one day we will actually find somewhere to live. But yeah, it's just so important to keep picturing your why and keep you on the track that hopefully will get you to your goal. And don't punish yourself, because if you do fail, just move on and start again, because nothing is worse than buyer's remorse. Just draw a line under it and start again. That is it for me today, guys. As I said, I've got so many videos on no buy year and saving money. I'll leave it linked in the description for you. Thank you for being here. Well done for making your commitment. Let me know in the comments what you're saving for and how you're finding it, and if you want any other videos like this, then of course let me know. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out the link to Skillshare for a free trial, and I will see you so soon. Lots of love. Bye.